Thank you, Nadia. Hello, everyone. Tonight is a real estate channel. Good evening. My name is Ayla Aldjufrie. I am the founder of Ayla and Associate Global Property Bank and Technology Center and founder of World Woman Leading Change. Real Estate Leading Change is an inclusiveness that parts of World Woman Leading Change. We have total 14 inclusiveness and we have running conference every day actively for the past 2020. We have conducted 274 conferences. So tonight are special because is one of the last session of Real Estate Leading Change. And tonight we have a special guest all over from Bangalore, India. Before we listen to this amazing speaker, amazing partner of mine, and also amazing youth in real estate, we will call up President Julia Stina to acknowledge President and open with words of prayer for the birthday lady and also for the loss of our princess that passed away. Over to you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us today. Today we have President Debbie on board. President Debbie from South Africa, and we're going to pray for our beloved President today, who's have a birthday. We wish a very best and prosperous year ahead, and of course health and also happiness throughout the year, and God bless everyone. And then I think I'm going to invite President Debbie. President Debbie, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, President Julistina. I'm here, and
Okay.
everyone. Yes, President.
Okay, President Debbie, could you please lead us the opening prayer?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Princess Debbie, you.
Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful people, Lord, for the friendship. Thank you for the. You can't hear me? Hello? Can't you hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes,
hear
we
you.
can hear you, Princess Debbie.
Okay, yes, I was saying that. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for the time. Thank you for the friendship. Thank you for the love. And thank you for plowing in kindness. We thank you, Lord, that we are in our skill, even our time, to each and every one of us who is here, and even to the entire global community. We really want to say thank you so much, Lord, for this beautiful engagement. And even we pray even for our sister who is her birthday today, our lawyer, President Keke. Thank you so much. And even what we are going to receive today, we really want to say thank you, Lord, and amen.
Thank you, Princess Debbie. We also have the Youth of Africa, President Balitwala. How are you, President Balitwala? Okay, tonight we have a special guest, because he is one of the rising star of youth in India, a very successful, young, and very good looking, very smart. So over to you, Danish. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about how you entering real estate journey, and tell me about how can your company today become one of the prestigious company in India. Over to you, Danish. Unmute, my dear.
Hi, good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here with you all today. So just to give you a quick background about myself, I'm Danish Farooq, based out of Bangalore. I joined my family brokering business about 20 years ago, 18 years to be precise. It's a family-run business which deals with real estate brokerage, property development, and property management. Over the last decade, we've been more active in property management and brokerage along with development, expanding to different cities within the country. Real estate has been a very interesting journey for us because we found that it's extremely the right place at the right time. And just give me a second. Sorry. So over the last decade, over the last 2 decades, real estate in India has been growing rapidly. We've found most multinationals come set their base in India, more specifically in South India, which is Bangalore, which has now become the IT hub of the world. We've got tens of millions of square feet being absorbed every year. So our real estate growth continues. We have contributed to most of the large transactions in terms of facilitating them in getting the tech parks occupied, in building facilities to ensure that we meet world-class standards for these companies. And most importantly, the business has now established a very professional front with real estate regulatory authority coming in about 3 years back into the country. So real estate is poised to grow in India. We believe that, along with developing world-class spaces, it's important that those world-class spaces being maintained to the best professional standards to keep the asset value growing. I have joined the family business and I spearhead the development and property management business. And we've been trying to expand everywhere within the country to see how much more footprint we can occupy and continue expanding going forward.
Thank you. Amazing, Danish. Amazing. So let me go with the second questions for you. Today we will specifically talk about operation and maintenance. Excuse my dog. How does maintenance and operation strategically play important roles in finding a good real estate asset? Because to me, as a developer and also real estate, there is two problems that we have most of the time. Yes, in liquidity and also operation and maintenance. How do you strategically understand a good real estate value based on operation and maintenance? Thank you.
So we have a system here that we've been following where, we create corpus funds for the projects that we develop, which is initially funded by the residents who purchase, the developer and the landowner. These corpuses further, accumulate and keep growing to ensure that there's enough money to keep maintaining the asset. What you've said is a very interesting point because without the asset being maintained, the real estate in itself will lose value over a period of time. And in India, although we've got, labor which is easily accessible, skilled labor which we get, maintaining assets becomes a large challenge because there's a lack of professionalism in most real estate projects here. So many people don't look at maintenance as a very important aspect. They feel that once the real estate asset is ready, it's going to be there. But consistently maintaining that asset and adding value in terms of corpus funds or creating revenue generating sections within the project to keep liquidity consistently flowing, to make sure that projects are maintained and balanced. The only way we found is to create corpus funds so far. And the other aspect is that, it also depends very importantly on the design of the project. So while we design a project, making sure that the project can be easily maintained, can be easily run in terms of operation and in terms of making sure that the maintenance is as low as possible. That's something that we integrate during the design phase. And that's been extremely helpful so far in managing building maintenance in projects in India.
Thank you, Danish. I want to ask you the third questions because mainly when people decided to develop real estate, they don't put this substance of maintenance and operation in the front. Yes. This could be very dangerous in the long term. Yes, because there is a potential intrinsic how you call it, not failure, but operation, a failure operation, not necessarily failure, but it's a failure operation and maintenance project where the asset become literally poor, the asset become, disposed, and the value doesn't sustain or going up. Why do you think it's so, let's say, important that each developer or each person that wanted to enter real estate understand this?
So generally what we do here is we've basically set the maintenance and buildings into two phases. So the first part of maintenance actually begins for us while the design phase, because we've got to make sure that we use materials that can help the building be more sustainable and require lesser maintenance over the years. So if you take a small example of facades, you've got permanent facades and you've got temporary facades. So what we refer to as a permanent facade is, let's say, doing a glazing structure across the building. That is one of the methods of a permanent facade, where you know that you can have this cleaned very easily periodically. But if you go in for a temporary facade, which is a painted area, so, where we can't use glazing, we use tile claddings or stone claddings to make sure that it becomes easier to maintain. So like I said, we go back to the design phase and this starts from there. Once this design phase is done and once we've minimalized the area of maintenance and the exposure to maintenance, then we tie up the loose ends by getting in corpus funds and then investing or securing these corpus funds with a financial institution which gives us interest or returns on this money, which consistently keeps the liquidity and the cash flow coming for the developer or the project to be maintained without burdening the pocket of the investor or the end user. And we've noticed that the best of buildings across the world, not just in India, are the best only because of its maintenance. Most clients prefer taking buildings that are better maintained. Most clients prefer taking buildings that are A grade because of their maintenance. And that's the reason why we've seen, like you rightly said, that if there's no maintenance going in there, and if we don't find a foolproof method of maintaining these buildings, then sooner than later, we're going to have the building not retain its luster, or attract more people to come and live there or occupy that space. So I would say that it's a mix of two things. One is the design phase where we use materials that are easier to maintain, more user friendly without having to, spend too much money and time in re-sprucing the development. So that comes from the design phase. And then consistently, once the design is over, we've got to set corpus funds and create automated measures to make sure that liquidity keeps coming in to maintain it. Because collecting money to maintain is the hardest thing in most property management or maintenance companies. There's always a dissatisfied customer, and somehow maintenance collections become a problem, which in turn ends up spoiling the building or doesn't have the whole building maintained from that perspective.
Thank you, Danish. It's an amazing explanation. I actually today wanted to also share the Town Connect or operation management on using technology that you have. Perhaps you can share upkeep. Yes, I'm aware that you are in advance. The reason why I wanted to invite you tonight because I am aware that you have a lot of you pay a lot of attention, especially in this maintenance and operational. So maybe you can share and explain and whether you are keen on going global on this technology operation and maintenance, that I'm sure in a long-term basis, this is one of the cash flow generation. That is a very simplified cash flow generation through real estate. Thank you.
So Upkeep Services, to give you a brief introduction, is a property management company which we created along with our development company to manage and maintain our projects. We very quickly were encouraged to take on other people's projects and move on. That's more a conventional property management company, but we've invested and co-founded a company called Town Connect, which is a technology-based property management services integrator. So what we do at Town Connect is we've got an app-based platform which helps residents or occupants of a building have a technology-based interface with the building management and with other core residents. So to give you a brief example, we have an app which is available on iOS and Android. It's under the name of Town Connect. Once you download this, we basically tie up with your society and get all your society or your building details into the app. We have 5 core features in that. Some of them are, you could pay your maintenance bills and, talk about issues in your building with the management through the app without actually having a human interface. You could use this app to order in services, home services, which could be either deep cleaning or repainting or carpentry or any kind of services, or even a small service like a plumbing maintenance job or a bulb to be changed. The other core feature that we have there is a building management system where it allows you to connect with the other building residents, share common interests, create a tech community where you can integrate residents and the management of the building to make sure and ensure that there's consistent and seamless maintenance. So, for a small example, let's say a bulb in my home is gone. I don't need to call up the building maintenance, so I don't need to inform them. All I've got to do is go onto my app, take a picture and post it, and then I have somebody come in and rectify it. So the technology side of this has actually allowed us to go into more places without creating the maintenance on-ground company. So what we've been doing with Town Connect is we've been spreading ourselves to go into townships where they're already being maintained by developers or by private companies. And we provide the software background for these maintenance companies to run their services efficiently with the residents, run their staff and get an update on the work that their staff is doing, and their other resources management can be done. You have your bill collection that happens. This is as far as the maintenance office is concerned. As far as the resident is concerned, he has a seamless way of sharing his complaints with you. He has a seamless way of paying his maintenance dues online. He can actually go out and order any close by services or nearby services like florists, dining, specialized services like home cleaning, painting, etc. So the app has actually allowed us to take ourselves globally without taking our offline companies there.
Interesting, Danish. Now, I want to ask you a little question. As a young person, yes, what is a stumble block for you to, for example, because we wanted to educate and explore more people, especially young women or young person to enter real estate. What is your stumble blocks and how you overcome it, and what is your message for the youth of real estate?
So I think, real estate is a beautiful business. I love the business that we are in. I think it's fantastic, it's exciting, and it's extremely profitable. Um, the disadvantage, if I may call it, is that most people who get into real estate feel that because it's not a high capital intensive business, at least the brokerage side. I know the development side is very capital intensive, but the brokerage side and the property management services, people feel that it's not a highly capital intensive business. And that's where I think they're wrong. So, if people look at the idea of real estate, one of the largest stumbling blocks that I have seen in real estate is the integration between the offline and online. So, we've got the whole conventional style of doing business where we've always had staff, labor, a lot of human resources doing the job. And today, with the kind of technology that we have available to us, I feel that very few people are actually integrating the two to make it a successful chain. Both are very important. And at least in my early years, this was a problem that I faced, that we didn't look and concentrate at the online model as much. And I feel that the online model is where we've got a lot of strategic alliance, a lot of global positioning that can happen. And it's definitely one of those things that require integration. But apart from that, I would say that, largely there isn't any high challenges as long as you love what you do, as long as you're dedicated to do what you want to do. And most importantly, you do it the right way, professional way, and with integrity. I don't see too many challenges. And, our business is such a great business. It allows us the curve to learn along the way. So, it's a very interesting foresight from their perspective that we've got the opportunity to keep learning each day. It's not like we spend several years on a product and then realize that the product is not workable. We've got the advantage in real estate to keep learning every day. And as long as it's people centric and you're working towards what the customer and the people ultimately require, I feel that there's a great growth in the real estate genre, whether it be development, whether it be brokerage, whether it be property management. Apart from this, like I said, the only message that I would give anybody, including all the youngsters across the globe who look at getting into real estate, is give it your best and do it with integrity. If you can have these two things, I don't think there's going to be anything between you and success.
Excellent. So we will open the questions and answer for the ladies and gentlemen here. We have also President Mankole joining us. President Mankole is one of respectable president back there in Lesotho, Danish. He wanted to also enter real estate. Also, we have the Youth of Real Estate President Bali Tuala, and we have also Mpo and Nikeli, yes? So any questions, ladies, for the gentleman here? It's very hard to have a conversation with Danish. He's one of very, very successful. You know, it's not easy to be successful in India. I'm telling you, it's a big country. It's 1.3 billion people. Yes. So I think if you're successful in Bangalore, I'm sure you'll be successful elsewhere, you know. And Danish and the group has built a lot of real estate. I came to, they have tech park. They also they are in MG Road. MG Road is like the first area of section of Bangalore. So anybody want to ask questions?
Good evening, Professor Ayla. I have a question.
Yes, Bali. We hope that you are entering real estate soon.
He
Yes,
mentioned
President Bali.
they have an app that is linked to some of the property and facilities management needs. I just wanted to find out if there's a facility on the app where people who are using prepaid electricity are able to buy that prepaid electricity, or is the facility not available yet?
Yeah, hi. So right now in India, we don't have a facility to buy prepaid electricity. But in markets that have this facility, we can allow this. It's a very easy blip for us to add in the technology. It's already enabled. So in places where you can purchase electricity, that can be provided.
President Bali, are you happy with the answer? Maybe we can open Town Connect. Nadia, can you share screen? Because I'm also advisor in Town Connect. They are already in, I don't know, 17 countries in Africa. I don't think they have in Lesotho yet, but South Africa, they already have. So I think we are looking for also expanding. Yes, it's a very profitable app. It's too bad Fifik, the founder, are not able to speak with us tonight. So Nadia, can you share the apps? Can you go into share screen? Share screen.
WWLC apps. I don't.
Town Connect. Just go to share screen. Can you do share screen? And then go to application. You know where you want to take application. Like maybe I can share. Wait.
Professor Ayla, while you're sharing, I just want to applaud the gentleman for sharing with us such insightful information. I've been back to Bangalore myself. I was in Coimbatore, and it's an amazing city, interesting. Old as I was taken aback by kids camp. That was many moons ago, but yes, it was a dynamic city, and I really feel we're going to learn a lot. And very true, as Professor Ayla say, boy, if you can survive and be very successful in Bangalore, well, we're really convinced you can turn Africa upside down. Professor Ayla.
Yes, in fact, the Danish and the group is my partner in India. So any business that needed in real estate, they are my associate in India, and I only take the best of the best. I literally just don't take anything in life. You know, so actually this can be profitable for the ladies Town Connect because it can open what you say a new job creation. Yes, but too bad Fifi cannot explain. Maybe Nadia can share how to share in the so you can just go to this app center. You can just look at Town Connect. Nadia, can you open the what you call Play Store? Nadia, can you help me open Play Store?
I don't have Android, Bu. Maybe Mbak Arbi can show.
Arby, can you open Play Store? Okay, while also sharing, Danish, update on the situation on this COVID. How do you survive, Danish?
Well, I think it's been fantastic so far. I might be one of the only people who finds it this way, but you know, it's been great because there's been a lot of time to actually sit back and pause. It's given us a great time to introspect and see how we can revive ourselves in the work that we do. A lot of time has gone into reviving our back-end organizations. We've utilized this time to set up new systems in place. But generally, I think it's been a very, you know, a highly cautious time globally. Uh, Not to mention the kind of changes that it's going to create, but I think it's too early to talk about it today. We'll only know once the vaccines start getting successful how it's going to impact us going further. But on the whole, I think the pandemic has actually created, at least in a country like India, it's created, or I won't say created, it's fueled industries like the e-commerce. So online adaptability in India was very limited. Now we've actually got most of the tier one cities hooked onto online platforms. So whether you talk about purchase, you talk about property viewing, you talk about any form of commercial activity, everybody is moved online today. And I think that's been a massive push for us as a country, because the adaptability that or the lack of adaptability that we were facing with technology has now come in, because we've all had to work from home. Everybody is gotten used to Zoom and so much more, and everybody has become so much more dependent on technology than they were before this pandemic.
I completely agree with you. I think 2020 is the best year ever. So
Absolutely.
this is the application, yes? There is Town
Yes.
Connect Neighborhood, Town Connect Visitor Management, Town Connect Workforce Management. You can just download. And I also have good news, Danish. Yesterday, one of, you know, the developer that Ibu Juliastina had, my group companies, we just talk about real estate tokenization. So let's see how it goes. When it's ready, I'm excited to also show you, because it's going to be liquidity of assets. You know, it's like when we connect it to Town Connect, it could be exponential. You know, and sometimes this innovation, we really had it in the most beautiful time of our life, because we actually don't literally pause, you know. So this is Town Connect, ladies. I think Town Connect is already in Africa in, let me see, not in Lesotho, President Mankole, but they're already in Africa. I think a lot in Africa. So
Check Botswana.
Somaliland.
yes. I think we are expanding. We're looking for partnership all over Africa, and any country that is not there, you can, for example, me and Danish will be very happy if you want to basically become our partner, as long as you have the background or maintenance. So this is the Town Connect. Just have a look, and you can see. You can ask for demo also. If you have any questions, you can ask questions to, okay, let's say, you see they're already in India, Mexico, UAE, Ghana. You see South Africa, they already have in Botswana.
Even Kenya, I see Kenya here. I've
Yeah, they
connected
have
on my
in
laptop.
Kenya, Cameroon, and Zambia. And Rwanda.
Oh,
Other than this country is still open for partnership.
excellent. Thank you.
Yes, so they're already in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 countries in Africa. And I think this really can help people to open their jobs. And in fact, just few months ago, I have somebody who wanted to do what is it, a health service. They can just connect it to Town Connect. I think President Rebecca's friend. So until now, any more questions for this handsome gentleman, my brother in India? I normally visit Bangalore the whole 2019, like massively. Now, I can't really go anywhere, but we'll visit you soon, Danish.
I look forward to it.
So, any questions for any other for Danish or for the business or yes? I think there's somebody raised the hand. Bali Tuala already, yes? President Bali Tuala, you already asked your question, yes?
Yes, I did. Thank you. Just let me lower the hand quickly. Sorry.
Okay. So, any more questions? No?
Thorough and good presentation. Thorough and good and very practical because we're actually connected to Town Connect now.
Okay. Yes. So,
Yeah.
it is interesting. How you call it? Maintenance and operation. It solves a lot of problem in maintenance and operation, and is based out of San Francisco. Yes, Danish.
Yes, that's right.
Based out of Silicon Valley. Maybe you want to share your upkeep, Danish. You have the application?
No, so Upkeep, what we've done is we've connected it with Town Connect because we didn't want to again create a new platform for it. So Upkeep is the offline partner which does all the work, so to speak, and Town Connect is the one that manages the systems for us.
Oh, okay. So I am aware that Princess Debbie is interested, or President Rebecca, I think they are interested to how you call it, to have, because this is a big maintenance is big. Imagine when you built a real estate, you only pay in the front. Maintenance, this is forever, as long as you live. Yes, and if you are looking for cash flow generation, IPO, initial public offering, you want to have continuity of cash flow, maintenance and operation, it's the best enter zone of real estate. And this is so important, much more important than the building. When you build a building, you built basically a building, you pay maybe $500 or $1,000 to develop it, right, per square meter. But maintenance runs forever, as long as this building alive, as long as you alive. So there is a cash flow generation, a huge cash flow generation. And in fact, the reason why I wanted to be the partner of this gentleman is because we had this conversation in Dubai a few years back. And there is at that time, there's nobody actually entering this operation and maintenance using technology. So for example, President Mankole, yes, if you have a government, yes, government have so many buildings. It's crazy to operate government buildings one by one. It's impossible to have a track record. And government building, I don't know in Africa, but in Indonesia, for example, now because of this COVID, a lot of people doing work from home, right? A lot of people, they're doing work from home basis. And now the government is actually, all the government building, they are actually not decreasing, but they're dying to pay. How can this building become like a cash flow generation, right? how can we, for example, how can we make this operation and maintenance become very efficient, right? Especially in this pandemic, Town Connect will be like, I think will be blast, you know, in the next 3 to 5 years, because there is nobody in planet Earth that doing similar system like this. Nobody yet. Nobody that I'm aware of, nobody that I know of. So if you enter the market today, especially in this time, you become the partner. You can be also our, how you call it, agent. Yes, if you know some government, some state, you know, that needed this process, these services, right? You can sit down and maintain a good money every year without sitting down at home, you know, without even doing all the maintenance work. You know, it's a very, very good business. Very, very good business. In Indonesia, we have a very, very big competitor. It's called Gojek. That's why it's hard to penetrate the market in Indonesia. Yes, this Gojek is Dekakor now. Dekakor. But Gojek does not have the services that main Town Connect have, you know. But I'm sure in Africa there's none like this. It's not exist yet. In fact, in the whole world, they're not exist yet. There's only few players of this type of maintenance, you know, because this will help you to, what you call it, simplify your work. And Danish, do you plan to go global with your upkeep? Because I actually have a school, you know, we can collaborate with you or even with the university that create this, open this labor.
I'm actually very open to it, and we've been getting our feet on the ground in India, and we're definitely open to it. Anywhere that opportunity takes us, so long as we can do it well.
Explain what is upkeep. So upkeep is the like
Upkeep is a property management company, which is an offline model taking care of your building maintenance and management. And so it's your conventional, whether it's your commercial buildings, residential buildings, schools, universities, government buildings, etc. That's the horizon of upkeep. And what Town Connect actually helps us do is Town Connect doesn't intend to enter into the property management offline work. Its interest is to capitalize on the online model of the property management. So if you take, for example, a university or a building of yours that is currently being maintained in, let's say, Bali, like your villas that you have there, we at Town Connect don't want to replace your maintenance staff. We don't want to replace your maintenance company. We want to tech enable the villas so that the requirement of maintenance and the optimization of maintenance is very high. So Town Connect is actually an online model that complements every offline model. So it's not a threat to the ongoing property managers. It does not replace property management staff or does not replace the property management company. It only integrates and helps the property management company work more efficiently and optimize their returns through this.
yes. How many users now? I think about 200,000.
I'm told we are close to that number, a little under 2,000, 200,000.
200,000 users in Town Connect. Yes. Yes. In 9 countries. We are already existing in 9 countries. We think is very fast.
You know, if you look at the business model, if we take 1 million apartments and if we charge $1 per apartment, it's $1 million coming in every month by just integrating your service without adding one single new manpower. So across the, you know, when we take the ratio, I mean, a city like Bangalore will give us 1 million users. So the world is just, you know, a larger playground. We can replicate the same success in different parts of Africa, in different parts of US, in Sri Lanka, in Bangladesh, in the Middle East, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, the numbers are exponentially high.
Yes, yes. That's why I'm interested, and I keep going with Vivek. So, any more questions, ladies? If not, and this is also very interesting because Town Connect, it can actually integrate it with all the service of e-commerce, yeah, in the future. Yes. So literally, I told Vivek that there is this person in South Africa who wanted to give health service, you know, like nurses. They can actually use Town Connect because it already exists. Because when you develop an application, you know, it's not very easy to develop an application. You go and trial and error. It works, it doesn't work, you know. This is already like 2 years operation. There is a track record. Literally now I just don't want to go into like zero ground, you know. In fact, we connect the Town Connect with my application. So if they do want to have maintenance, they go to Town Connect and they can click the country. And I'm actually wanted to expand Danish. We want to expand, yes, to more countries. And it's a very good business for women, especially. You know, who like to do the smart work like you and me. Collect money, yes. Too bad I'm just like an advisor. I'm not a, you know, a big shareholder like yourself or Vivek. So yeah, so I think any more questions, ladies? If not, maybe Danish want to have closing remarks, or I also want to call our president to give closing remarks. Danish, over to you.
So I'll just say this, that, you know, thank you very much for your time today. It was a pleasure presenting this to you and discussing these different opportunities and different strategies in the real estate genre. On the whole, I think Town Connect is a fantastic opportunity to go global, and it's open to collaborate with everybody. And as we all know, real estate globally is just growing and will continue to grow. So I wish you guys all the best, and I'm here available in India, Bangalore, for any collaboration, for any discussions. Of course, Ayla has been a great support, and she's been, more like family to us. She's been an extended support, and anything through Ayla is always open doors here in India for everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes. And let me ask President Mankole or President Rebecca to have closing remarks for us, also praying, and then we can close with our international anthem. Over to you, President Mankole.
President Rebecca, please, I would humble myself. I would allow her to please go ahead for the infrastructure closing remarks. President Rebecca. President Rebecca. She's probably nipped off for a while. Professor Ayla, you're asking me to fill very big shoes, especially in the infrastructure, with great men like this addressing us. Danish, I've just been reading through your profile in the Connect directorship, and I don't know if I'm worthy to be able to even say anything, but I can say that some of us are amateurs in real estate, and Professor Ayla has really fed a lot into us, has opened our minds. We've been able to see opportunities, not only on the high cities, but we also see the developing countries as an opportunity, places for us to bring, to build smart cities. We see it as we are now embracing this new normal, that people are working more from home, people can actually fly down to the Okavango, fly down to the mountaintop of Lesotho and still work and still enjoy the high class quality apartments. And all it needs is for people like you, people like ourselves, people like Professor Ayla to plant the seeds, which you're already doing, and come up with globally appreciated apartments or infrastructure where people can come holiday and maintain their work and have infrastructure organizations like yourself maintain the high standard of living, because nobody wants to depreciate their standard of living. They want to be in a board meeting with you, Sir Danish, and yet walk out and see an elephant later with the rest of the family. So I think this has been wonderful. We have had pockets here and there in the sub-Sahara where people are actually thinking of bringing up smart cities. They will be very small, of course, but there's an opportunity because it's virgin ground to start everything with the electronic cars, with everything. And it only needs brains like yours and messengers like ourselves. So let's make it work. Thank you so much. This has been enlightening, much as I joined a bit late. But Dr. Ayla, you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much. On behalf of World Women Leading Change, we're saying, let us transform and translate the world. She always talks about the power of duplication. If we can duplicate what you're doing, what has been tested, what has been proven to work, it's easier for us to duplicate it here. Above all, she has given us the opportunity to totally own it, embrace it, and understand it. And I can just say from World Women Leading Change, the smaller women leading change, not in size, as you can see, but Ayla is a bit small. But for the team in Indonesia, Ibu Justina and Nadia and all of Ayla's team, we appreciate and thank you. We know that you're a very busy man. We thank you for your work. We thank you for your time spent. Thank you. And good evening, or it's afternoon here. Cheers.
Thank you, President Mankole. Danish President Mankole is a very powerful woman, yes, in Africa. Very powerful. She can bring maybe 3-4 countries together. I'm seriously, like she's just being humble. But above all, don't worry. Whenever I decided to come to Africa, I will bring my group, and Danish is his group is also my group company. So I will definitely take him to your highest bar in the world. Yes, she has the highest bar in the world, 3,000 kilometers above the sea level. And don't worry, I will bring people, my group of people, to see your tallest bar in the world. Yes, President Mankole. Yes,
it's the smallest bar with the highest altitude in the world, but very tiny.
Yes.
But you're welcome to the kingdom in the sky. We are the kingdom in the sky.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ayla, for this opportunity and helping us all get together and share this informative evening.
Yes, thank you. Nadia, can we have our international anthem? Dennis, thank you so much. And be healthy, stay humble, stay fabulous. Love and light from Bogor, Indonesia. Bye-bye.
We are the woman leading change, leading change. We are the woman leading change, leading change. We are the woman leading change, leading change. We are the woman leading change for our people, for our countries, for everyone in the world. Love, peace, needed in this world. Endurance, needed in this world. Forgiveness, needed in this world. Unity, needed in this world. Yes, African woman leading change. Antarctican woman leading change. Yes, Asia, woman leading change. Yes, Australia, woman leading change. Yes, Europe, woman leading change. Yes, North America. Yes, South America, woman leading change. Kalirato fella, Kalirato fella, woman leading change. Kalitabo fella, Kalitabo fella, woman leading change. Gotando pella, Gotando pella, woman leading change. Yes, Indonesia. Yes, Ayla. Yes, Ayla. Woman leading change. Yes, Indonesia. We thank you. World woman leading change.
Thank you, everyone. Love and light for you. Stay healthy.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you, Danish. Thank you, President Rebecca. Thank you,
Bye.
President
Bye. Present
Elect,
Ayla.
Yastina, Princess
Mpo,
Baby. Yes.
Mpo, can I talk to you, Mpo? Let's talk on WhatsApp.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye. Have a good
Bye.
evening. Have a good night.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good
Bye-bye.
night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Love you.